Good morning, everyone. This is Ida with Created to Create. Welcome back to my channel. I have a project share. As you all know, I've said that I've been working on some things that are coming up next month, the beginning of next month. So I had to create some things that are going to go into my main project. So I'm creating embellishments. And I do have several that I want to share with you. But before I get started sharing this with you, I do want to show you one other thing that I did to my Santa. And he is on Instagram, so some of you have already seen him. But for those of you that are not on Instagram, I actually added glasses to the Santa tag. And all I did with that is I used the wire that I used to do my butterflies, to do all the regular wire that you use with the jigs. Um, and I didn't use any special tools or anything. I actually just wrapped it around my finger to make the loops on the glasses, the frames on the glasses. And that's all I did to it. And I adhered it with some glossy accents because that's kind of like resin. And when it dries, it will hold it. So that's all I did to the Santa. But I love the way he looks with the glasses on. So that's all I did to Santa. I wanted to share him with you. And so I was working on embellishments to go into my projects that I have coming up. And I'm not sure if it's okay to say yet what it's for, but as soon as I find out, I get an answer, I'll tell you what it is, guys. Anyway, two of the things that I used was the Cottage Cuts gingerbread. I bought this last year when they had that amazing sale, and I didn't ever use it. This is the first time I've used it, so I went ahead and used this, and then I used this Alina Craft. It's like the handle. I think a lot of you guys have hauled this. This was a gift from Sonia. Hi, Sonia. Went during the tea swap. Was it the tea swap? No, the ornament swap. She gifted this to all her group members, and of course she made one for me, and she gifted the handle, this die set from Alina Crafts. I think it's Alina Cuddle now. And I kind of combined this with a design, something I designed myself to make it into a tray. So I'm going to share that with you. Here are the little Cottage Cuts gingerbreads, and you get the dress to make it into a ginger girl or a ginger boy or gingerbread man. So I did both. I did the two bakers, and then I did the girls, and then of course she's got the icing bag in her hand. And I designed this tray right here on my Brother Scan and Cut. All I did was, it was a rectangle, and I kind of cut off the corners to it, kind of like the way we do a tag. And then I cut out the handles from this Alina Cuddle, this handle right here, from the Alina Cuddle die, and I adhered it to the ends of the tray, and I turned it into a cookie sheet to house my my gingerbread cookies. And that kind of gives you a hint what my project is going to be based on. But I think they ended up really cute. And the only thing I did to them, I did cut them out of foam. I did them flat at first, and they were cute. But I felt like they needed something else, so I went ahead and cut them, added dimensional tape, and cut a back layer, and kind of added dimension to them because they were really flat and I didn't like it. And to sugar them up the way they are, all I used was this multi-matte medium by Ranger, and then the glitter dust, the clear rock candy as well. I think both of these are Tim Holtz, or this is Tim Holtz. I'm not sure if this is, but I know that the rock candy is by Tim Holtz. But they're all by Ranger. Anyway, that's all I did to the cookies to make them sparkle like that. But I really love the way the cookie sheet came out. And so that's another project that some embellishments that I was making. And then my friend Carolyn had gifted me, I have the lantern die that I created with last year, and I think I did something this year with it. What I didn't have was the little one. Everybody was hauling the trying to get the same lantern, and what they were getting was this small one. So Carolyn was one of the ones that bought it and ended up, she didn't get the size that I had. She ended up getting a smaller one, and she had ordered a couple of them at least. So she gifted me one of them, and I think this die is perfect for, it kind of almost fits into that category of the little teeny tiny embellishments. What is it, like a 2 by 2? Because it's 2 inches wide, but it is 3 inches long. So it's a little over, but it's still, I think, small enough that it can be considered a small, not a teeny tiny, but a small embellishment to go on tags and cards and different things like that. So I was playing with this, and you can see the difference in the sizes. There's both of them right there, and I was playing with the little one. So I'm going to show you what I created with the little one. I am working with the Prima. Both of my projects are going to be with the Prima Christmas in the Country collection by Frank Garcia, and I made the little lanterns. Look at how cute they are. And again, I did cut it out of that foam board that I've been using, guys, and I really love working with that. And then my accent color, of course, is the copper. And right here, I even added a little piece of that, the gold, not the gold, the rose gold beading that I bought in this big, I mean, this is a big roll. And this was $20, but it's huge. Anyway, I added a little piece here, just kind of give it that extra something that it needed. I added a bow right here in the buffalo plaid, in the red and black, the way the paper has. And then I added a little red poinsettia here. And then I added a little reindeer right there. And that is just a little Target. I think I bought it last year at Target, Dollar Spot, or the Bullseye. And I picked up this sequence or table scatter, and they were reindeer, so I added it there. And then I added this little ball and chain. Now, I'm not sure if this might be Tim Holtz or not. Either that or it's spare parts from Hobby Lobby. If it is Tim Holtz, I will link anything that I can find in the description. Guys, just click on more, and some of the products that I use that I can find will be in the description box. So anyway, I just added a ball chain, but this is not intended as a tag. This is intended like as an embellishment, and then of course you would kind of, adhere down the ball chain to it. I have done that before on some projects that I probably never even shared with you guys, but that's what it's intended for. It's not really a tag, it's just an embellishment. So, and I wanted to show you that even though this is called Christmas in the Country, you can make it shabby as well, because I made one using the exact same image, the exact same paper, but instead of cutting it out in black, I just used what when I went to cut out the center, it cuts out the lantern piece as well. So I used everything instead of cutting, like for example on this one, I cut it twice. I cut it in the designer paper and I cut it in black. On this one, I just cut it once, and I had a piece left over from there to back this. And this one, if you notice, does not have the acetate because I didn't want to make it into a shaker. But it does have some snow. It does have some snow right in here that I use quite regularly when I'm making anything that's Christmas or wintry. And that is this. And I don't even know if it's available. I bought this a long time ago at Joann's. And like I said, I don't even know if they still have it, but it's very fluffy like snow, and it has like an iridescent glitter in it. I don't know if they still have it or not, guys, but that's where I got it years ago. Anyway, that's what I created with this one. Then I made this one into a shabby one. And this one I did put an acetate piece on it, but I didn't turn it into a shaker. If you can tell, the acetate is recessed, because all I did was cut a piece that was wide enough to fit over the centerpiece, and I folded it in half, and I just put the paper inside, so it has acetate on the front and on the back, but it's not a shaker. There's no space in between. And then I added the snow right here, and I added some sequin mix right here from Target. And you can see the sequin right there, the little snowflakes. And then I added a piece of white seam binding. I just made a little bow. There's the word joy, and this is a rose gold paper by Tonic Studio. And here's a little piece of that beading, that roll that I just shared with you. There's the little reindeer right there. Whoops. And then I did add some eyelash trim right there. And again, that I use the same chain because it's like a two-tone, like a penny, like a new penny color, and it looks kind of rose gold. It goes very well with the rose gold. So I used the same chain on that one, and here is the back to that one, and you can see it does have acetate. The acetate already had a little piece of tape here, so I kind of used that to my advantage and just glued the piece there, folded it over to trap the paper. Kind of like, you know what would work really well with this? If you would laminate a bunch of these. That will work perfectly, and then you could use it on your project if you don't want to do a shaker, but you still want it to look like it's got glass. So that's what I did, and the piece that I had cut out from the black one, I adhered it to the back just kind of to finish it off. But again, it's not intended for a tag. It's intended to be glued down as an embellishment for a tag or a card or anything like that. But I just wanted to show you how it can be either rustic or it can be shabby. It works with both, even though it's called Christmas in the country. So I created those, and then I created some snowman as well. And this is a I got it on AliExpress, guys. I don't know the company that made. I don't remember recall the company that made it, but I did use it there. I did get it there, and I didn't do anything special to these. I just kind of put them together as embellishments, but to kind of show you, see how when I removed the other lantern and I put these three together, they all look shabby. But when I removed this one and put this lantern down here, they all look rustic. So it works with either or. I think it works perfectly with whether you want it to look shabby or if you want it to look rustic. Another thing, that the tray, the cookie sheet that I used, I bought some foil sheets from Amazon, and I will put those in the description box. And they are metallic foil board, and these are pretty thick, you guys, and you get 25 sheets. And I don't remember how much they were, but I know it cost me more money to buy it per sheet at the craft store than it did for me to buy 25 sheets. You know, it was cheaper for me to buy the 25 sheets on Amazon than to buy individual sheets at a craft store. And that's what I used to cut out this cookie sheet. And it is pretty firm. You know, it's not a lightweight. It's a heavier weight metallic foil paper. So I will list that in the description box. And then the last thing I did alter. I shared this tag before with you guys a while back. And the only thing I did different, and the tag was pretty the way it was, but by adding the rose gold little balls, it kind of looks like ornaments. And it kind of just, brought it out some more, or to me, it kind of caught my eye more, because even though this is rose gold, it's more of a satiny finish, and then this is more of a shiny glossy finish. So it kind of just brought, it brought it out some more. So I'm just sharing with you how I use those strands of the beads. They used to make necklaces, and they were called illusion wire because you can't see the fishing line. But this one, it looks like it is actually, the line is tinted also in the rose gold, but it looks very, very pretty. And I just used little bits and pieces here and there, and they do make a big statement. I think that is all that I have to share with you guys today. I have not played with my other Nicole Silhouette dies yet, but as soon as I do, I will definitely be sharing them with you. And as soon as I can share with you what I have coming up, I will do that as well. Thanks for watching. I hope everyone is having a great day. Oh, wait, I wanted to share one more thing. The ball and chain right here, this, like I said, it's either Tim Holtz or one I picked up at Hobby Lobby. Not quite sure, but I was able to find it on Amazon in pink, and these are just little small ones. I didn't have to, this I had to cut because it was a long chain. This I didn't have to cut because these are little ones. So if I wanted to switch this out and add a pink one there, I could do that as well. I'll link these in the description box because these are from Amazon. But anyway, guys, that's all that's what I've been working on. And as soon as I can let you know what it is, I will let you know what it is. Thanks for watching. I hope everyone is having a great day, and God bless. Bye.